Welcome to the ACHR Newsroom. I'm Maria Taylor, Managing Editor of the ACHR News. Many contractors, distributors, and manufacturers reported record sales during the second half of 2020 and the first half of 2021. There are no signs of that momentum slowing down. Some say sales could have been even higher had more equipment been available. Shortages of various units and components have been a problem for much of the last year. In a recent AHRI webinar, Hardy CEO Talbot G discussed how supply chain issues could continue to be a problem for the rest of the year. G said part of the problem is manufacturers continue to struggle with production issues. Part of the problem is finding enough people to work in the factories. But a bigger problem is actually transportation logistics, from a shortage of shipping containers to backlogged ports to a lack of truck drivers. He said that some of his distributor members have ordered products and have no timeline on when they're actually going to arrive.
You see in the news things about semiconductors and microchips and that impact. That's a real impact. But all of these systems, it could be one component that has a disruption somewhere or a shipping issue or something, and it then negatively impacts a class of products, right? So sometimes it could be especially condensing type products. Next time it could be ones that have more electronics in it than others. Geez, we even had copper disruptions, right? So a simple thing like line sets can be a big issue, right? So I wish I could give you a really clear trend of these are the products to be focused on. As a system, I will say the furnace shortage is the one I mentioned earlier we're most concerned about because it inhibits system sales going forward. And if we're late and behind in summer, imagine how late and behind we'll be in the winter, right? And then again, all of you can look at your own supply chains, just a macro concern a little bit about especially the ductless heat pumps, since so many of them are imported. And those imported products on average are the ones that have the most unreliable lead times for the most part.
G said that right now, inventories are fairly high and distributors are carrying well over the normal levels just to make sure they'll have products as demand continues to rise through the summertime. He said the inventory levels are currently between 15% and 25% higher than usual for this time of year. Most distributors are projecting that their inventory levels will remain higher than normal by double digits. Matt Michel, CEO of Service Roundtable, said when contractors get charged more, they need to charge more in turn. Michel suggested contractors pass along cost increases immediately, as more price hikes are likely coming. Overhead costs are also increasing, including fuel and energy, which is why contractors should identify what is likely to increase and build it into their pricing. Contractors should also make sure to communicate with customers about the current supply chain issues. Finding certain equipment will be challenging. Let them know that it will take time to source parts and products. Michelle suggested that contractors stock as much equipment as possible. They can't sell what they don't have. Gary Morawski, president of Flame Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, has his own take on solving the labor shortage. In June, the Warren, Michigan-based contractor held its first ceremony for graduates of Flame University. More than 60 people crowded into Flame's headquarters to watch as graduates lined up for cheers and congratulations. The crowd included family, friends, and experienced tradespeople at the company. Mentorship is a key part of the program's success.
Our guys right now, our elder craftsmen who been in the trade for a while, are reaching back and kind of sharing their knowledge with these guys in an open way. They're taking these younger guys and then trying to bring them along in the field. And really the shoulder-to-shoulder stuff is where it all culminates. Sort of building this minor league, team into a major league club. So.
The graduates all received a hat, t-shirt, and a tool bag with their name on it, and shared a bit of their story with the audience. Anna Salma chose HVAC 3 years ago.
I changed my major in college about 1,000 times. I got halfway through an accounting degree. I realized I did not want to do that. And my dad said, go pick a trade. So I did. And I wish I had listened to him sooner because I love it. I didn't even put any of my own resumes out. The job services lady at Northwestern Tech, which is a really good school, gave Gary my resume, and 2 days later he called me and I came in for an interview. When I was in high school years ago, they didn't talk about trades at all, not even to the men. It was, you have to go get a 4-year degree. That's it. That's how you're successful in America. If you don't do that, you're out of luck. And I wish I had realized sooner how valuable a trades job is, because it's been great. I actually am excited to go to work every day now, and I very rarely have bad days here.
Bill Weiss chose HVAC after a career in the Coast Guard.
I just enjoy the challenge. I enjoy problem solving, which is why I chose the service path instead of the install path. I spent 20 years driving boats and doing law enforcement, nothing like this. So this has challenged me in ways that I didn't think I was going to after retiring.
Ramses Gibson started out in HVAC. He worked for his dad's business, starting at age 15.
When I was young, usually started out at age 15, started off carrying tool bags. He would teach me as I go along, you know, learning the trade as I got older. And by the time I'm 29 now, I reached the level where I was able to become a service tech, and now I'm here working for Contractor. I learned pretty much it's always room for growth, and by it always being room for growth, not only through 2 eyes, but multiple eyes, which makes the trade bigger, and it helps you develop for us to be better service to not just ourselves, to others. What I look forward to the most is, you know, gaining more experience, and what I like most about it is the fact that I can put my hands on experience, you know, deal with ACs, learning how the whole system operates. That way it gives me better understanding of, you know, the trade, and it helps me become a better man.
For more on these and other stories, please visit achrnews.com. I'm Maria Taylor. Thank you for watching.